Are you gonna get rich collecting coins? Well, if you collect enough of them. Great finds today. I got in a whole bunch of collectible coins. I got proof sets. I've got mint sets. I've got sets that you can buy not from the U.S. Mint. I've got mini coins. And I've got a bunch of loose coins as well as some books that you can collect. Now, you've heard about a coin shortage this year. That is something that is not new. Originally, in 1850s, we had a coin shortage because we had a large cent that the copper was worth more than a penny. So they had to make the smaller penny, which they have had that issue with coins. When you have precious metals and coins, it is hard to make sure that you're not overproducing or it's costing more than to make a penny. Like, for instance, today, the U.S. penny is made of zinc. It's not made of copper anymore. Pre-82, they were made of copper. Those are actually worth more than the penny. So people are collecting those, and they are not melting those down because you can't melt those down because those are still in circulation. You can melt down the old silver coins, 64 and before, because those are technically not in circulation. They've come out with new coins. Now, the U.S. Mint will sell you different coins and proof sets because they like making money. That is their job. They actually make money. Now, we also had a coin shortage with silver dollars. We changed those in the last part of the 19th century. And then in the 60s, we had a coin shortage because of the silver content. The silver content in those were actually worth more than the coins themselves. They did blame the collectors, but it wasn't the collectors' fault. Everyone knew, why would you give something worth more for something less? It just doesn't make sense. We can understand why they did that. That's what happened back then. So they decided to come out with non-silver coins. That's how we got off the silver coin in this country. They did have a big issue because vending machines, they had to come up with a plan because the quarters, they had to make a quarter that recognized vending machines. So those quarters then had to go into, the new quarters had to work in a vending machine, or it would have taken years to figure out how to do that. So that is something that they had to struggle with. That took them a couple years, but they did eventually get us out of the silver coin business. Because of the precious metals, it just didn't make sense. Just like the gold standard, we're off the gold standard. I know you'll see a lot of conspiracy theories about the gold standard. The reason we got off gold in the Nixon administration is because foreign countries were actually taking our dollars and turning them in for gold. We were depleting our gold reserves, so then they made them Federal Reserve notes. It's not a conspiracy. It's not the Illuminati. Someone was taking advantage of it, so we had to change it. That's just what happens. So, anyways, there is a difference between all these coins. Are you going to get rich collecting coins? No, probably not. But if you collect enough of them, you will be. That's the beauty of collecting coins. You know exactly the minimum that they're worth, the minimum that you can get for them. And these are coins that you can take anywhere and exchange them for goods or services because they are official U.S. currency. Now, the mint will sell you different sets. These are called mint sets. Mint sets. What's a mint set? It is an uncirculated coin. These are from 1972. They are no longer making the Eisenhower dollar. You can still get the Kennedys. Nickels, of course, have changed a little bit. Quarters were coming out with difference. And there is the penny. There's Old Abe. Now, this one's a little bit different because sometimes they will put a little planchet with the P being what mint was made, Philadelphia or Denver or San Francisco. So these are mint sets. So these are uncirculated sets. They're very easy to cut open and use. And after a few uses, you wouldn't be able to tell. But you can still get it. I guarantee you can get $1 for this. Now, what do you have? $1.50, 75. You don't have that much here, less than $2. But you can get probably 3 times as much, 3 to 4 if you're lucky, for selling these sets. These are mint sets. There's nothing special about them other than They are uncirculated sets. Now, you can also get proof sets. You can still buy these today. Proof sets. They are a little bit different. These are proof sets. They come in a cooler case. They're going to cost you about $25 right now for not that many coins, but they are double struck. They are perfect coins. They're highly polished, and you can see the frosted look there. These coins, sometimes you can find these in circulation. Not often, but they're cool coins. They are a little bit better coins. They only take the process on these is a lot better. And these are proof sets. These are things that like grandpa and grandma give to their grandkids. They get them one of these every year. And they open these and they throw them away because they know they don't throw them away. They just go to some other present because there's nothing like receiving money you can't spend. So those are proof sets. Now, they also have silver proof sets. Yes, the U.S. Mint will come out with silver proof sets, which have the same 90% composition of the coins in pre-64. Now, this is a proof set. These are the state quarters. You can see how they're highly polished. They have the frosted there. These are the silver coins, so you get the different states. There's Montana, Idaho, different ones. Now, some of these are collectible. That would be the mint that you would have them. You can see Kennedy. There, of course, is Jefferson. Now, in the silver proof sets, the gold ones, Sacagawea, and Mr. Lincoln there, those are not silver. They're not silver. I feel like you kind of get cheated here. Why can't you can make everything else silver. Why can't you have this silver? But these aren't silver. So these are just perfect coins. If you like collecting coins, that's great. I think that's great. You will always have some money. Now, you can also buy things like these series. This is a Westward series of nickels. The nickels, the Mint came out with different nickels. You can see that we've got the side profile. He's looking different directions. I don't know what that means. There's a Buffalo. We talk about the Louisiana Purchase, different things. This is not from the U.S. Mint. Made in China. Printed in China. Not the coins, this. This is just a company that comes out with things. So say you don't want to go through change and find out all those things. You can see the different coins there. You can see the keelboat, the peace model, the American bison, different things. Now, if you like to collect coins, I think that's great. But these are technically worth 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 cents. 50 cents. Probably paid a premium for them, but you get them in a nice case. They will also sell you things like this, the Sacagawea. Those are just worth $1. Here's a whole stack of them. But someone just took those, put these in these little things, sold them at a premium. Someone wanted them. If you want them, that's great. Now, this is a mini mint collector's item. This is not from the U.S. Mint. If you can see these, it is a dollar, half dollar, penny, all from 1977. They are kind of cool. They are not real currency. They're interesting. But if you like them and you like sets, they're cool. You can also buy books. See, this is Kennedy half dollar, 64 to 84. And you can see that all the ones that are worth the most money are not here. 71, that is not a 70. Why do you think these are all missing? Easy to find. And these are easier to find. Well, in 64, they stopped doing silver in coins, except the Kennedy half dollar. The Kennedy half dollar from 65 to 70 had 40% silver. I don't know why, so it's worth a lot more. 40% silver. There's just not a lot of Kennedy dollars that are actually worth numismatic value. They are pretty much the same. So I do know guys that will go and they'll get just rolls and rolls of these and look for a different Kennedy dollar. See, this is a 67 versus a 74. You can see a little bit different, and you can always tell the difference. See how that sounds? It's more of a ting sound. That's only 40% silver. More different sound. So anyways, 40 percenters versus non-40 percenters. You can still find these in circulations. Some guys go and they find a lot of them. Some don't. It's kind of fun to do if you got that kind of time. If you've got a coin that you think is worth a lot of money, go ahead and get it graded. This is a 1951. This is MS64, which means it is a good condition coin. There is FDR. He did start the March of Dimes. That's how he got on the dime. And you also will never find a living person in the United States on a piece of currency, because the laws are you have to die to get on one of these or a stamp. Seems a little harsh, but that's what you have to do. So this is, unless you're, I think there's cartoon characters, but I'm not technically, they can't vote and they don't have any rights, so you can't do that. But you can't get that. You can only get, you have to be passed away, and you have to follow some sort of things to get on the coins. Mostly a president's. Not everybody's a president. $10 bill, Alexander Hamilton, not a president. Benjamin Franklin, not a president. Sacagawea, not a president. Susan B. Anthony, not a president. She could barely vote. But she can vote. There's Susan B. Anthony. They tried to come out with the dollar coins. These are just worth $1. We did have the presidential coins, which look a lot like, they brought in this whole stack here. You can see some of these presidential coins. There is Buchanan, not one of our greatest presidents, but that's worth $1. Now, there was a little bit of controversy with these. I saw, there's always a controversy or always a conspiracy theory. If you look at the front of this coin and the back of this coin, "In God We Trust" is not on there. So there was internet went around, but actually it's along the rim. You probably can't see it, but it's there. So no Illuminati. They did not win that one. So collecting coins, are you going to make some money? Well, you can, because the proof sets go for a little bit more. They can go for about $10. It costs you $24 to buy one right now, so thank Grandma. She's spending money on you. The mint sets, they're $5, $6. I mean, you're doing good as return on investment, but there's not a lot of money there. Now, these sets, they're just kind of cool. The silver proof sets, because silver is actually very hot right now, you can no longer get these from the mint. They're out of stock. When the panic goes over, I'm sure you can get some, but they're cool, so you can get a premium for these. These go for about $40, right on $40. So $40, you're talking 4 times as much for these, and you did get them in these nice little cool containers. And the mint sets we talked about, and the coins, these are all Kennedys. They brought these in. They got 50 cents a piece. I'm sorry, they're just 50 cents a piece. There is one exception to silver and nickels. Nickels are made of nickel. That's why we call them nickels. They do have war nickels because we needed some of that nickel for the war effort. So from 42 through 45, they are 40% silver. These are worth a lot more than a nickel, and they're very cool. So if you have a lot of these, but the 42s, you have to be careful, because not every 42, if you see right above, you can see the mint mark there. It has to have the mint mark. That's how you know that these are 40%ers. Pennies. Pennies are made of copper. As we know, we had the penny shortage in the 1850s, and we still have the coin shortage today. It sounds like an excuse not to give you change, but our pennies are now made of zinc. If you have 82 or before, they are made of copper. There are people who collect those as well. Those would be so heavy. If you really want silver, go ahead and get yourself a silver round. These are also made by the mint. These are 1 ounce of pure silver. It's a troy ounce. It's 31 instead of 28 ounces. And you can probably get the silver value for this. These are trusted even though they're not currency. So that's the difference between proofs and mints and different coins. Yes, you probably won't get super wealthy collecting coins, but if you collect enough of them, you will. Grandma and Grandpa, keep giving them the sets. They're cool to look at. They're nice. I want to thank you for watching. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. We are at 997 as of this taping. So I do appreciate everyone watching. Thanks for watching Great Finds. Have a great day. See ya.